So welcome to virtualpropertytour.co.uk. Today I'm going to show you how our software works, how it looks on the customer's computer screen, and how easy it is for estate agents to actually navigate through the tour with incredible quality and some really revolutionary new features. So the best way to just show you what we can do for you is to go to a live listing. This is in Property Pal. It's a property 5 Upper Knockbreeder Road presented by Mayors Real Estate. Just go down to the embedded URL, which is just the simple way to have the tours in these sites. And we start in the hall. We have many different features to what you may be used to and what's on the market currently. One of the key ones is this auto tour service. It basically lets the room spin 360 degrees without you having to actually spin it with the mouse. So I'm spinning it with the mouse at the moment, but auto tour is on. So I'm going to look at the front door and start here, and I'm going to just leave the tour alone. And after a couple of seconds you will see it starting to revolve and rotate to the right. I have it set up to rotate 10 degrees per second, so it'll take 36 seconds to go round. So if you're an agent presenting a property either through a Zoom meeting or creating, very simple to do this, to just create a screen captured video of the tour. You can start the tour and just completely forget about the mouse and all of the awkward silences that there are when you're trying to figure out where to go next, going back into the wrong room, clicking multiple times across a hallway to get to the place you want to go to. Just let the tour progress with this auto tour feature, and as it comes round to the end of each room that you've described, we're back to the door here. It should transition very smoothly into the next room, which is the lounge. Yeah, and here we're in the lounge. So you could be describing the picture rails, the cornicing, the lovely bay windows, the UPVC double glazing, the heating system, the wooden floors, all of the stuff that is really great detail and really sells and kind of gets all of the detail across, the open fireplace, etc., etc. And as you do that without having to mess around with the mouse, remember what room you're going to next. You won't have some of those awkward silences. You will be very, very fluent, and the presentation will be a lot more engaging. So we're coming around now to transition into the dining room, and I'm going to stop in the dining room. Of course, you can stop at any time by just clicking the mouse. So if you did want to stop and zoom in on any particular aspect of a room or a feature, you can do that. I want to talk about quality. Our 186 megapixel quality, in TV speak, that's about 16K. You can't really see it on this 720 DPI YouTube video that you're watching at the moment, but if you do go onto our site or any of our live tours, you will see the quality basically only hindered by the resolution of the screen you're watching it on, and it goes right up to 16K, so extremely high quality. But it doesn't mean that you're overpowered on your CPU or anything. Your computer and your smartphone will work fine, and it's very, very smooth. So we're zoomed in quite a bit here on this window. I'll zoom back and zoom in again. So just watch the quality, kind of the detail and the sharpness of the images is hardly affected at all. In fact, you can see the raindrops on the window here. You can see the individual bricks even in the little wall outside. And so at full magnification, you really still do have extreme quality, which means that we don't need to take as many photographs in a property to still be able to see every single nook and cranny of any room. And that means that our photographic visits at a property are much, much quicker. They're about a third of the time of traditional technology, because we are not restricted to have to take a new image every 5 or 6 feet. That's why you don't see all the circles on the floors moving around the property. You just see one arrow to go out to the next area, the hallway, etc. So we've got one image in this room which covers all angles, and I just want to show you a couple of other very useful features while we're in this room. We right click the mouse. We're in normal view at the moment. We can step back to fisheye view to widen the view out to closer to 180 degrees, and we can go right out to 270 degrees on a stereographic view. Again, an excellent view to be able to really get your head around the space in one simple view. There's also a panini view, so for properties with high ceilings, you can have the panini view, which will really give you a portrait view, but it will take in a lot of the ceiling and the floor. So in those double ceilinged gallery landing type scenarios that you may find yourself in, or in a huge commercial property, the panini view when compared with the normal view, really does open up the whole height of the ceiling aspect of the view. Quality wise, I'm now going to really zoom back in again and just look at that incredible quality at high zoom. So there's not an area or a corner of the property that you can't investigate with this very, very high zoom quality. So we'll step back out of there. We'll just do a little bit of navigation now for a few seconds. Just pushing these buttons will go down the hallway. You see how quick the transitions are. Let's go into the family room, which I believe is through here. Yeah. And we'll have a look around the family room and the fireplace. We've put some of the branding on the blank screen TVs there for mayors. We've also got it up in the top right hand corner here. We've also got the branding on the floor. A few other places. We'll go into the kitchen. Some branding on the TV over there. You'll also notice the info points, these little red targets dotted throughout the property. We can put as much information as you'd like into these drop down dialog boxes, so as much text as you want, interactive links, downloadable brochures in this one. I think the downloadable brochures pretty much in all of them in this property. A little bit more about the walk-in pantry, so you can have chapter and verse in here or a couple of one-liners, whatever you think works best for the property. Just to finish off on some of the branding as well, we're up at the top right hand corner here. You'll see that we have a like button, but it actually goes directly to Mayor's Real Estate. It doesn't go, your like won't go to Property News, Property Pal or us. It goes to the estate agent, which is fantastic for building audiences on your social media platforms. We'll go through some of the navigation options. So obviously you've got the arrow to arrow from room to room. Again, you do not have to have all these multiple circles to walk through, or 5 circles to get up the stairs. You just have pretty much arrow room to room. But we will just quickly go upstairs. I'll get rid of this little dialog box quickly up to the landing, and we'll just go into bedroom 2 here. And we'll go up. I know there's a loft space up here. There it is. Go up in the loft space. Big 25-foot long room. Again, we'll just zoom in on the quarry. Look at the brass plate on that snooker table. You can now read it, whereas before you can't. So it gets very crisp and sharp. Conway Brothers in Dungannon, I think, or is that Cookstown? Cookstown made this snooker table. And even if just look at the colour and the resolution of the snooker balls, we'll go down to the cue ball there and you can actually see the chalk marks on it because that zoom quality is so high. Now navigation I mentioned, and go over to the floor plan on the left. We have an interactive floor plan. So we're up in the bedroom, or up in the loft room at the moment. We're going to go downstairs to the bedroom again. And we'll go to the, let's see, we'll just go to the sunroom from here, which is there. And you just click that to get rid of it. So we're out in the sunroom now downstairs, and then we'll go to this other navigation option, which is these drag and drop thumbnails. So you can move from room to room. If I want to go back into the kitchen from here, just click it on this, or I can drop that down. You've got your Google Map, totally interactive, to show you the location and the local amenities. Soft keys to go left, right, up and down, which if you're not as good at clicking and dragging as you want to be, and you would rather use these slightly smoother controls, you can, and they also correspond to the keys on your keyboard. You've got a virtual reality button at the end of that, which is for your virtual reality headsets, which folks I believe start at £5 now. So you can put your mobile phone into the headset and do a proper virtual reality tour using the virtual reality functionality that's embedded in our software. Get rid of the control panel by hitting that down arrow, bring it back with the little up arrow, and of course still going room to room with the double arrows at either end of the control panel. I'll just go up to our website and show you a little bit more about our drone footage. So if you like to use drone footage either for a development or for a larger property or a commercial property, or even just for all the properties in a town that you may specialize in, you can ask us to get you these fantastic immersive static 360 drone panoramic images, which have all the same functionality of zoom, drag, zoom out. You see the Sleeve Donard Hotel there, the beautiful promenade of Newcastle, the amazing Mourne Mountains, Tullymore Forest, Chimney River, etc. Tides out, beautiful calm day down in Newcastle. Or we could have flyby drone footage, of course, using the same equipment. We provide a QR code for every piece of digital photography that we create, which can go on your printed materials. And again, we have that interactive calendar, or if you want to do a little bit more work with us with multiple properties, give us a call and we'll negotiate out a rate and a schedule to get that done for you as quick as and as high quality as we obviously can. And you can you don't have to pay for any hosting. It's completely free for up to 2 years in terms of access to the digital photography that we take for you. And if you do want lifetime access, you can pay a small double-digit fee to have lifetime access for the URL, which sometimes the property owner, past and present and future, may want just for posterity, see where they live, show their kids where they grew up. Very cheap, handy little digital piece of memory to have. And as I say, other than that, there are no hosting fees at all. So I hope to hear from you with any questions you might have. We'd love to work with you, and obviously promise to offer the best customer service around. And thanks for watching this small overview. I hope it's been useful.